Remember when toys didn't just entertain you? They sometimes tested your survival skills? Back in the day, playtime felt a little more daring. Parents didn't always read warning labels, and kids were trusted with things that would make today's safety inspectors break into a cold sweat. Today, we're looking at 10 dangerous toys from the past that would be banned today. Some were thrilling, some were bizarre, and some, well, let's just say we're lucky to still be here to talk about them. Number 1. Lawn darts, big metal, spikes with wings. What could possibly go wrong? Lawn darts, or yarts, were a backyard favorite in the 1970s and 80s. The game was simple. Toss the darts into a plastic ring target on the grass. But when kids got involved, the darts often landed on people instead of the lawn. After thousands of injuries and even fatalities, the government stepped in and banned them in 1988. Still, older generations remember the thrill of tossing those heavy darts through the summer air. Number 2, Atomic Energy Lab. Yes, there was once a chemistry set that came with real radioactive material. Gilbert's Atomic Energy Lab, released in the early 1950s, promised to let children see the power of the atom. It even included samples of uranium ore. At the time, nuclear science was glamorous. Scientists were heroes and kids dreamed of splitting atoms in their basements. But the danger was obvious, and the kit was pulled from shelves within a year. Today, it's remembered as both fascinating and frightening. Number 3, Creepy Crawlers Thing Maker. The Thing Maker let kids cook up their own rubbery bugs and monsters using liquid plastic and a plug-in hot plate. It was part art project, part science experiment, and it smelled like melted chemicals. The problem? That hot plate could reach 400 degrees, and burns were almost guaranteed. Many kids still recall the sting of touching it too soon, or spilling plastic goop on their hands. Despite the risks, the sets were wildly popular in the 1960s. Number 4. Slip and slide hot summer afternoons were never complete without unrolling the yellow slip and slide. Kids would run and dive, sliding across the wet plastic like human torpedoes. But here's the catch. Slip and slide was really only safe for small children. Adults and teens who tried it risked serious neck and back injuries from hitting the ground too hard. Despite decades of warnings, the product stayed popular, a symbol of carefree summer fun, with a few hospital trips mixed in. Number 5, clackers, 2 acrylic balls on a string, meant to be clacked together in rhythm. It looked harmless enough until the balls shattered mid-swing. When they broke, they sent sharp plastic shards flying through the air like glass grenades. Schools banned them, but for a short moment in the late 1960s, playgrounds rang out with the unmistakable clack, clack, clack of this dangerous toy. Number 6, chemistry sets. Long before child-proof bottles, kids' chemistry sets came stocked with real acids, bases, and even explosive compounds. The sets encouraged experiments that today would be unthinkable. Mixing mysterious powders, making smoke bombs, and lighting things on fire in the garage. In the 1950s and 60s, these kits made young scientists feel like true inventors. But after countless burns and accidents, toy makers watered them down with harmless powders. The magic was lost, but so were the dangers. Number 7, creepy clowns punching bags. Many kids in the 1970s remember the inflatable Bozo the clown punching bag. At first glance, it seemed innocent. You'd hit the clown, and it would bounce right back. But with its heavy sand-filled base and unstable seams, these toys could tip, burst, or knock kids over. And for those already afraid of clowns, a towering inflatable face lunging back at you didn't feel much like fun. Number 8, sky dancers. In the 1990s, little girls loved pulling the string and watching these winged dolls shoot into the air like helicopters. The problem? They didn't always land gracefully. Sky dancers often flew straight into faces, eyes, or fragile household items. The Consumer Product Safety Commission eventually recalled millions of them after hundreds of injuries. Still, if you had one, you remember the magic of watching those wings spin. Number 9, Battlestar Galactica missile-firing toy. In the late 1970s, kids wanted action figures that really fired missiles. Mattel delivered with a Battlestar Galactica toy that launched tiny plastic projectiles. Unfortunately, the missiles were just the right size to get lodged in throats. After reports of choking deaths, the toy was recalled. But collectors today still prize the original, dangerous versions, the ones that nearly ended the fun for good. 10. Easy Bake Oven, original version. The Easy Bake Oven was a dream come true for kids who wanted to bake like mom. Using a real light bulb as a heat source, it could actually cook tiny cakes and brownies. But the original design left small fingers dangerously close to scorching hot parts. Thousands of burns later, the design was changed. Still, the smell of those little cakes baking remains a nostalgic memory for many. Looking back, it's amazing how much freedom kids once had, and how much danger came with it. These toys may be gone, but they live on in our memories, proof that childhood used to be a little wilder. Which of these toys do you remember? Did you ever play with one of them? Or maybe get hurt by one? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this trip back in time, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more journeys into America's past.